Lord, got her done. I tell you what, the leaf blower works pretty good. That's that Makita double 18 volt, and it's not really strong enough for blowing like a ton of wet leaves out of your yard, but it's plenty good enough for blowing off like the mower, blowing the shop out, all that stuff. But they're not cheap, so I mean, that's a drawback. So it just kind of blew off a lot of stuff. There's still little specks of it. I think what we're gonna do here, we're waiting on Sequoia parts all day. FedEx is just like missing in action. It's Friday, you know, I don't know. But that knocked out all the goo out of all the cracks. But I think we're gonna take some Windex and we're going to do a trick that a lot of detailers use. You soak everything down with Windex that gets in all the cracks. Usually take an air hose and blow it out. We have the leaf blower. We could blow all that off with the leaf blower. It should work pretty good. It did blow all the crumbs out of the back. See, there's so many crumbs and hair and all that nasty crap in this car. It's just freaking disgusting. We're still gonna have to pull the seats out, at least the front seats out. Might have to pull that console out. There's so much gravy in it and so much nasty stuff in it. But that definitely cleaned it up a little bit for just a few seconds of work. All right, so this is what I'm talking about. We don't have enough Windex to do the whole thing. I need to grab some tonight. We just come in here. I've done this in nasty cars before. We'll take it and we'll just blast the whole freaking thing in Windex. We'll even do like all this, right? We'll do the whole dash, not this very second. We'll do everything. We'll blast everything. We'll blast all the panels on the side of the seat, get all the gravy out of there. We'll let it sit just for a second, and we're gonna come in here, we're gonna blow it off with the blower. And it depends on how much goo is on there. You might still have to use a magic eraser in Windex or simple green. This is just kind of like a start. This will pull all the dust and everything out of all the cracks. And even though our blower is not as strong as like an air hose, which we have that, but this is sitting right here, we'll go and blow this crap out. Okay, so this thing will be dry here just a second. I like to use the name brand Windex. It evaporates pretty quick. If you use the cheap stuff, it's kind of has a lot of water in it, and that doesn't usually work out too good. But everything looks nice and clean, right? So that'll get you close enough to go back with some leather treatment or some interior detailer and wipe it all off. Like I said, if you got a bunch of like gravy on the door handles in people's hands, usually a magic eraser and a little Windex will clean that right up, or simple green, like I said. But I like this. You get on the windows, it doesn't really make too much difference. Usually evaporate pretty good. We're gonna go through at the end and do all the windows anyway. But yeah, I mean, just kind of getting a little start on it here, and already it's looking quite a bit better. And this is always that one's not too bad. The other one was pretty nasty. We'll let that soak, blast that off. Okay, so next day, ran out of time, had to fix the coil, had to do this, had to do that. The car's back in here, still leaking, and it's not diff fluid like I thought it was. It's something to do with that oil pan. Hopefully it doesn't have a damn crack in it. It looks like it's leaking above like the top oil pan. I don't know, I mean, it's just, you can't hear an engine run before you take it out or see what it's doing. That's what you get. Hopefully it's something easy. It's looking like it's probably not going to be. Anyway, other than that, we have something to show you. We have a company, New Air, that sent us a exhaust fan. And they originally wanted to send us a big 220 heater that hangs from the roof to heat the shop. But I hate turning down stuff like that. It a pretty big unit, but I just don't have that kind of shop. We don't have 220 out here. We don't have that much space. I mean, we could easily heat this with little or nothing this winter. So anyhow, enough of that. They sent us one of these, and I thought, you know, this would make a perfect exhaust fan. It's a 3-speed fan, and it's actually pretty hefty. And let's go ahead and plug it in, and I'll show you. So we just kind of hung it here. Whether we keep it right there or not, I don't know. We might end up putting it down here closer to the floor. But it has a pull string in back, and it actually has metal blades on it. And then it has adjustments on the side, so we could actually tilt it. I think you can tighten them up so it'll stay. I think it'll work really good for blowing exhaust out of here. And that seems to be an ongoing problem. When we did Old Stinky here, we had gas fumes all in the shop. I could put the door open. I had to take the leaf blower and sit here and blow it out, blow all the fumes out. And so we start something up in here that stinks. You know, something's burning oil off or smoking. We can immediately turn that fan on, open the bay doors, blow it right out of there. Look at the wreck that this place is in, man. Holy crap. We got some cleaning to do. Anyhow, it has a extender on here too, but it has 1, 2, holy crap, 3. And it's moving a pretty decent amount of air. And it's good high quality. That is new air, in case you're wondering. So go check them out. The link will be in the description. Anyway, enough of that. We're back to Old Stinky. So I think what we're going to do here, I'm going to go and we're going to start with this. I'm going to back it out. We're going to clean that up one more time. And while it's out there, we're going to take, I got a gallon of Windex. And we're going to clean the hell out of the inside of this car. Even before we back it out, we're going to have to pull that console and stuff out. And probably these seats out. There's no way, no good way to get about this. Even though, all that being said, tomorrow, which would be today for you guys, there's another E60 on Copart. There's a E92 335 on Copart. I'm trying to bid on at least that E60. 335 is gonna go more than I want to bid on it. The E60 doesn't say the mileage. It has the keys. It doesn't say start and run. It doesn't say mechanical damage. It doesn't say any of that stuff. It's a big question mark. The body doesn't look that bad. It's an 06 silver top N52, not 4-wheel drive. Sequoia's fixed now. We got the new ball joints and everything put on the Sequoia, the old control arms. The Sequoia's ready. We can make a trip if we wanted to. That car is worth about $3,500. Copart, where it's at, is about 4 hours away from us. It's gonna be $120 for the fuel, $100 for the fuel, something like that. It is salvage title. We have to get it cheap. I mean, we have to get it crazy cheap. So I'm gonna hit it like $600-700 with fees. That'll be over $1,000, somewhere in there. And we'll see if we can snag it or not. I don't know. It's risky. That 335, we'll bid on it too, but we all know it's a Copart. The 335 is a little bit wrecked. It's worth probably about $6,000 if everything was good. It has salvage title, and everything's not good, so it'll probably bring $7,000. That's the name of the game at Copart. Then the people won't pay for it because it'll be like from Africa or Afghanistan, and they'll be back on there next week. Anyway, so we need to do some more ordering for this thing. Also, the passenger door switch for some reason is really freaking expensive for this car. It's like 40-some bucks. So we need to get that. Like I said, the sound system fixed itself after we unplugged the amplifier. This is still lost, and the post office just simply lost that. It's been in transit for almost a month. I need to get back on there and do something with that. We need to get emblems. If you remember, on the back, that emblem was trash. Those were like $9. On the back, somebody's taken off the X-Drive stuff and just put 528X. You can see it has like silicone and crap where the X is, and the back emblem's okay. Was it 09 or was it 08? It had X drive emblems. If it, I have to look it up. If it did, this don't have them anymore. The hood, that'll buff out. It looks like hell. That'll buff out like brand new. And then we're going to do paintless dent repair on that little ding on the trunk. Probably on that little ding right there. We have not ordered wheels and tires yet. Waiting to see. Get everything else up and running. The headlights are pretty scuzzy looking. They're pretty scuzzy. Those might buff out. New lenses are $113. It needs one headlight bulb. Might as well buy a set of two. I think they were, I don't know, 20 some bucks or 30 bucks. 150. Say 150 bucks. I was gonna go and replace the halo bulbs with LED. That's another 30 bucks. 180 bucks just to get the headlights going. We need that back door. Somebody said they had one. A few bucks for that. It's gonna take 170 bucks just to get the headlights working in this thing and looking good. So I don't know. I mean, it's just a money pit circus any way you look at it. Other than that, this baby starts right every time. Oh yeah, the micro module in the trunk. A lot of you guys said that doesn't have it. That's not true. It does have it. It has the cord there for it. I don't have a part number to go by. The ones for this car, 08 and up, is really expensive. Like $200 to $300 for one of those. Everybody says that the car will not go into sleep mode without that, and the iDrive items will be grayed out like they are. So I don't know. You guys have been watching the hell out of these videos. The videos are giving some good return. We might just ignore the fact this car isn't worth a ton of money and keep doing the build. You guys get to see it get built, everything get done. Oh, and the steering wheel. Okay, so everything's broken. It's probably easier to find things that aren't broken. So the sunroof's not broken yet. There's still time. The radio's not broken anymore. That's probably about it. Anyway, yeah, so let's get this thing cleaned up, I guess. Alright, so you guys probably won't be able to see too much on the camera, but I did quite a bit on this thing as of right now. Probably looks black. I did all the door panels, the whole entire dash, all the door jambs with the Windex and the blower. We did the seats. The seats are almost dry. The biggest thing about doing it this way is and make sure you have name brand Windex. You don't want any of that stuff that has like the blue water, it doesn't evaporate. You don't want that. But everything turned out really, really good. We did every square inch of it. Now, what needs to happen right now, we need to pull it in, we need to pull the two front seats out, and then you hit the vacuum through all the carpet. And I think we're gonna fire up the rinse-a-vac today or tomorrow. We're gonna rinse-a-vac every freaking stitch of carpet in this nasty, stinky thing. And that center console on the bottom of it, I'm probably gonna try to take it out to clean it. It's that bad. Oh, they make enough Windex or gas or bleach or whatever it is to make that better. But other than that, we reeled back the smell tremendously. So right now we're gonna close it up, get it back inside, and put a drain pan under, I guess, to catch some drips. Okay, so it never ends. We're questioning that expansion tank. I could see drips underneath of it, and it's not leaking out of the cap. So you know what that means. It's probably leaking out of the sensor in the bottom. And I can hear it sizzling out of the bottom. Where it's dripping out. Everything up here looks good. Everything else is fine. Now this thing smells like freaking antifreeze. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna hit the lights. We're gonna turn on that baby on full tilt. Blow some of this stuff out of here just for a second. And we'll close the doors. We're making good progress. The car smells better on the inside. God only knows what we're gonna find under those seats. Probably gonna take the hose or air, maybe the blower might do it. Bring those seats out here, and it has all kinds of crumbs and nastiness. But we'll get the impact first and bang them all out. And we'll probably leave the back of the back seat in, because it's more of a pain to get out. Making progress though. Before, after tonight's over, we're no longer be able to call Stinky Stinky. So, here we go. Alright, so we're going to shut this baby down for tonight. Getting too tired, getting too old. I guess tomorrow we're going to pull those seats out. There's too much other stuff going on tonight to finish it up. I got to start cutting these videos off sooner because then I don't get a video out because it's ongoing. And so we're going to chop it right now. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.